guys, it's Ro. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be testing out some food hacks. I did this video before, you guys loved it, so today we're gonna be testing some new ones. Let's see what happens. What works, what doesn't. Okay, so the first food hack, I've been seeing this everywhere, is you use Lofthouse cookies with like half a brick of cream cheese to make no-bake cake pops. If you guys don't know what Lofthouse cookies are, I call it the millennial cookie because all millennials grew up with this cookie, know this cookie, or love this cookie. They're that sugar cookie that are super soft. They have the pink iconic icing. Okay, so we're gonna try this. According to the recipe online, we're gonna take all the cookies and mix them up in the stand mixer. So you're gonna see it's very crumbly. Oh my gosh, it's like sugary sweet sand. Now we're gonna add our cream cheese. Let's mix it up again and see what we get. Whoa, this is coming together really quickly. That looks like cake pop dough. Just scrape down the sides using a spatula. Now the recipe says I should be able to just scoop them, make little balls, so that is exactly what I'm gonna do. If you don't have one of these at home, I think it's about 1.5 tablespoons, but boop, I'm just gonna put it here on a piece of parchment paper, and then once I've measured them all out, I'm gonna roll them by hand to make them more circle-like. The recipe doesn't say to chill them, but we are gonna chill them because 100% you should always chill them before you dip them or do anything. You always should. How do you know? Mama Ro told you. That's how you know. Oh, these are nice. These are really soft, really sticky. Oh, I think all my millennial friends are gonna love these. For those of you wondering, am I a millennial? Heck yes, I am. Not only am I a millennial, I'm a geriatric millennial. Any closer and I could be a Gen X, which explains a lot. If you don't know about Gen X, Google it. We got our little balls all rolled out, and now I'm gonna chill them for 30 minutes. All right, small confession. I had a little hot Cheetos on my break, and no one can tell. The cake balls just came out of the fridge, and now we're gonna dunk them. So I'm gonna take these cute little lollipop sticks, dip them into, here I have a cup of melted chocolate, and then we're gonna stick it, boop, right into the cake ball. Give it a second to set before I pick it up and dunk it fully in there. Now we've got all the lollipop sticks into these little cake balls. Oh, okay, now these are softer than cake pops that I usually do. You wanna submerge it and then pull up, let the excess chocolate drip off by jiggling, or some people will turn it on the side. Oh my gosh, it's soft. No, 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 no. I was nervous of this because they are very soft, even refrigerating. Oh no, this is, see, it has too much chocolate on there, but see, I can't jiggle it too much or we're gonna lose it. Oh wow. And then look what happens when you don't take off the excess chocolate. Okay, can I get it to work? Yeah, but not well. I'm gonna pop these into the freezer to see if they're gonna help at all. And then I'm just gonna let these sit out. These little cake pops have frozen, and we're gonna dip them to see if they're gonna do any better. And the ones over here that just got refrigerated, I sprinkled, here goes nothing. Oh, okay, that's working much better. Oh, a frozen cake pop, we love it. Perfect. Once you've got the chocolate on there, while it's still wet, you're just gonna sprinkle some little sprinkles on top. Sprinkle some sprinkles on top. Yeah, that's right. Oh, this works really well. It just needs the extra sturdiness of a frozen cake pop. Boom, beautiful cake pop. So it looks like doing it this way worked, but I would improvise the recipe a little bit by freezing the cake balls after you roll them. Makes a big difference. All right, but let's give it a try. Oh my gosh, this is good. I just tried the refrigerated one and the chocolate is a little thicker and whoo, it is good, but it is sweet. So let me try one of the frozen ones. Oh my gosh, it did work, but it's a little too sweet for me. All right, woo, whoa, let's try something else. Woo. Next food hack, if you don't have a rolling pin, you can use a wine bottle. I thought this was pretty cool, especially if there's beginner bakers out there that just like to drink. So what I got in front of me is a little bit of sugar cookie dough. Sprinkle down some flour so it doesn't stick to the counter. This could really work because it's about the size of a rolling pin. It even has one of the handles kinda. You know, it just doesn't have it on the other side. Let's put a little on top. Oh my gosh, yes! Don't even use this because that doesn't really work. But just like a fondant roller. And I love the weight of the wine bottle as well. Look at that! This is, oh my gosh, and the little dip where I was a waitress and this is how you had to pour wine. You had to hold it here so that your hand didn't warm up the bottle. Fun little fact. fact. That's what that is for. But this works great. I love this. And if people ask you, hey, why is there flour all over your wine bottle? Say, don't worry about it. Enjoy those cookies. That's what's up. All right, I'm gonna say this works. Row approved. Big fan. Next food hack is also to roll, to roll out dough. And it is using chopsticks to get an even dough. I have never seen this, and it's kind of tricky because if you have chopsticks that taper, like most chopsticks, this is not gonna work. I mean, kind of. It's not gonna be even. I do have chopsticks. These come with my delivery every time I order pho, and they're amazing, and they don't taper. So I'm gonna try it with these ones. So you're gonna put it on each side of your dough like this. Then using a rolling pin or wine bottle, we've just recently discovered, we're gonna roll our dough, and this is gonna be about a 1/4 inch thick. So for most cookies, you roll it out to be a 1/4 inch thick, and if you don't know what that looks like, what that feels like, these chopsticks are supposed to be our guide to do so. Here's a food hack. Add flour before you start rolling your dough. Otherwise, it's gonna stick. Here we go, round 2. This is working, you guys. Oh my gosh, they're like bumper rails. Like when you go bowling and you put on those little bumper rails. I keep them on so that every time I can have a good bowl. When it goes off the rails, it's all. The other thing with the chopstick method is that you can only do smaller portions. Like this is only about 1/3 of the dough. So like this part is the same. The chopsticks, as long as they're even, can work for small amounts of dough. The next food hack is looking like it's gonna be a little bit of a workout. This is a making whipped cream food hack. I have made whipped cream many a times. I like to use an electric hand mixer or stand mixer to just whip the heavy cream together. But basically, this is some heavy cream in a mason jar, and it says that if you just shake for 3 minutes, easy way to make whipped cream. If you hear snoring, that's my dog. That's Honey Bun. It's okay, Honey Bun. You're doing great. Mommy's just gonna get a workout here. All right, here we go. Let the shaking begin. Okay, start. Oh, here we go. Make me a margarita. Just pretend it's a margarita. Just pretend it's a mojitos. Just pretend it's a mojitos. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Boom. That is 3 minutes, 1 second. Whew. Let me just show you this whipped cream action. I'm not a great bartender. I took the bartending course. It was a 2-week course. I got certified. I don't know how. It did get thicker. It's got a little bit of that foaminess, and there's a much more of it. So it did thicken, but this would probably take another 5 to 8 minutes, depending on how vigorously you're shaking this thing, to become whipped cream. If you are an Olympic shaker, this may work for you, but for me, it did not. No. This next food hack is to get more juice from your lemons. It says to microwave your lemon for 10 seconds to get more juice. So I have 2 lemons, so 1 I'm just gonna leave here, and then I'm gonna pop this one in the microwave for 10 seconds and see what happens. All right, that's it, guys. That easy. Cut this puppy open. Cut this puppy open. We're just gonna see who's gonna give us some more juice. Jesus. Yeah, maybe 1 at a time would have been better here. Okay, I don't know if I'm crazy, but I feel like these are the same. This is the same amount of juice. At the end of the day, it's warmer, it's a little easier to squeeze, but you don't get more juice. You get the same amount of juice, so it kind of worked. This one is really interesting to me. I love baking, and this one is for decorating. Whether it's cupcakes or cakes, it is decorating a cake or cupcakes using lace and powdered sugar. You take a piece of lace and you can place it on top of the cake. There's even this lace. I'm gonna put this on top of a cupcake, and we're gonna see if this works. Then I've got some powdered sugar. I've seen people do this with like trace paper on pies and things. I wonder if this works with a big piece of lace. I don't know. And then we're gonna come over here. Let's do over here. Now, carefully pull it off, see what we got. Oh, it worked! Look at that! Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Okay, what do these look like? Okay, my lace here was a little thick, but you definitely got the design. This is so cute. Another thing that I love about this hack is it literally took 30 seconds. It was so quick, so easy. Look at that. This one was definitely a big win. It's gonna be hard to top, but let's try the next one. The next hack says it's faster to cut herbs with a pizza cutter than a knife. Maybe for a very skilled or trained person, but I'm not sure for me. I like a cutting board and a standard knife, just like the chefs do, but I do use this for pizza. The videos we saw online, people just went crazy with it, so I'm gonna try to do that. I mean, it's cut them. It's just so messy. And some of them are still a full leaf. All right, let's try cutting it some more. I'm gonna ball this all up here again. I'm scared to get my fingers near there. Then they go this way. Now, in a pinch, this works, but not well. It's very messy. I've tried so many gadgets like, cuts this better. No, it doesn't. You know what? Every time, what's better? A knife and a cutting board. The next hack is to toast nuts using the microwave, which I have never tried before. Usually, I use the oven. You take a little bit of oil. I'm just gonna spray some in here. You want to coat your nuts, all of them, make sure they're all coated. And you can do this in a bowl, it doesn't have to be a plate. Now this recipe says it takes 5 minutes, so we're gonna need to do this 5 times in 1 minute increments. Look what time it is. Okay, there we go. Ooh, this bowl's hot. One of my nuts burnt. That's really hot. Oh, so we're gonna take that one out. You know what it smells like in here after only 1 round? Burnt. It's not a toasted nut, this is a burnt nut. Oh, boom! Oh my gosh, it's smoking and there's more burnt nuts. These are all black. These smell as bad as burnt popcorn. Okay, if I do this 3 more times, I don't think I'm gonna have any toasted nuts. I think I'm just gonna have all burnt nuts. I'm gonna call this technique a fail. Ew! I would just put them in the oven. Or just buy them toasted. We've upcycled our lace and now we're going to make Oreo cake truffle balls. There's no truffle in them and there's no cake in them, but this is what the internet has called them. It's very similar to the cake ball with the cookies, but you just need 1 standard package of Oreos and 1 brick of cream cheese. First step is to crush up all of our Oreos. I'm gonna be doing so in a food processor. Mike, look at this. I'm putting all the cookies in here.
I want to eat them.
No, I can't have them.
I want to eat them. Wow.
Oreo for this Mike. But not that Mike, because that Mike eats all of my cookies and desserts. Put this bad boy on. All right, now we're just gonna pulse it up. Ready? Pulse, pulse. Look at that, you guys. If you don't have a food processor, okay, put it on your wish list. Doesn't it sound like a laser? Oh, wow. Oh, that just smells like cookies and cream heaven. Now it's time to add our cream cheese. I'm really enjoying this recipe, even if it doesn't work, because it just smells good, it looks good, it's fun to make. Oh, here we go again. Needs a little help, okay? Get this in here, just chop it up. This thing is screaming. Oh my gosh, this smells so good, but the consistency is so soft. It's so sticky. I'm gonna pop this in a bowl and then put it in the fridge. All right, here is the Oreo truffle dough. Oh, wait. Oreo truffle dough is now chilled. We're gonna scoop it into little balls and roll them over here. This is about a tablespoon. I've got a little ice cream scooper. I like to use them because they're just easier for me. And let me see if it's chilly enough. Yep, okay, perfect. Chilling it really helps. Beautiful, look at that. So far, this is looking like this is gonna work. Like the consistency is really good and I'm really liking these no-bake recipes. I think they're really creative. Okay, we've got our Oreo balls all rolled and now we're gonna dip them into some regular chocolate that I've melted. And this is supposed to be really easy. The recipe says you just take your little ball, you just plop them in there. We're gonna cover them with chocolate, give a little tap. Let the excess chocolate drip off. Then we're gonna just plop it back here onto the, whoops, that is really soft. Let me try to roll it in here quicker. Look at what happens when you don't put it in the fridge. Again, this hack did not say anything about refrigerating, so we're trying it this way. And I've already refrigerated this dough once. It's pretty soft now. I'm gonna try to just do this quicker. Put it in there. I'm gonna cover it really quick. Pull that thing out quickly. Tap off the excess chocolate. This is like pit crew fast. Plop it down. Oh, wow. These are really ugly. I mean, these look like turds. I'm not gonna give up hope. I'm gonna pop these in the freezer for a little bit and try again. Oh, wow. Just took these out of the freezer. Let's dip right away while they're nice and cold. Bloop. Put that in there, cover it up, give it a little tap. Now, oh, boop. Okay, way better. And you can sprinkle some little chocolate sprinkles on top, or I have a little bit of crushed Oreo over here. Maybe I had a few extra. All right, so I'm gonna do one with little cookies on cream with little cookies on cream, and then the other one I'll do sprinkles. Oh, this is nice. They're staying together so much better. Oh no, look what it did. Oh, jeez. Here's the deal with these things. It works better when they're frozen. They soften so quickly. Look at this, I can make this a little cube. I would recommend really freezing them before you dip them. It is an easy recipe, but at this stage, very finicky. But let's try one. So this one that we just dipped, the chocolate's already set. Here we go, let's take a little taste. Oh my. In one bite, I don't know how to say it tastes like it has 100 Oreos in one bite. I can see why they call it an Oreo truffle, because a lot of truffles are very rich. This is, whoo, this is dense. Okay, Mike, you want to try one of these? I mean, it's good, but doesn't it? Okay, let it sit.
It's super rich.
It tastes like 100 Oreos in your mouth. And you know what? This has been kind of a pattern today when we made the cookie cake balls and the Oreo cake balls, is they're just really sweet. It's just a lot. It's just too many. It kind of works. It's a little finicky and it is dense. But if you love Oreos, might want to give it a go. Just leave them in the freezer longer. Last hack of the day is for cookies. Now this supposedly is a way to make your cookies denser and chewier. In front of me, I have my perfect chocolate chip cookie recipe dough. We're gonna pop these both in the oven, let them bake, and the hack is, after you pop it out of the oven, tap it down to make it chewier and denser. We're gonna bake both of them together. This one we're gonna let cool normally, and this one I'm gonna do the tapping technique so we can compare. Doing a little baking science today. Our cookies are hot, fresh out of the oven. You might hear the fan in the background from the oven, and I've got a towel here so it won't be so loud, but now we're just gonna slam them down and see what they do. Here we go. Just keep going until they deflate. We're gonna let both batches cool. I have the other batch over there by the oven, and then we're gonna try them. The cookies have had plenty of time to cool, and now I'm gonna do a little taste test. These are the cookies that I tapped, and just by looking at the difference, these are the regular ones, they're flatter. I don't know if you can see this on camera, like how much flatter. Oh, they're so fresh. We'll go with the normal one. I've had hundreds of these. Okay, now let's taste one of these. I mean, it tastes delicious. They're just flatter. The outside, a little bit more crunchy, but towards the middle, still soft and chewy. Is it denser and chewier? I don't know, you guys. I feel like it's just a little flatter. I don't notice a huge difference, but if you want your cookies to be a little flatter, which in this case, as they're cooling and still kind of cooking on the pan, they are a little crispier around the edges. So if you want a little bit more crunch, you're gonna get it. Listen to this. Mike, I like them this way better. Maybe it's just because I've had them this way for so long that having them just a little different is really getting me excited. Okay, I like this little technique. I don't know why, but I do. All right, that does it for trying food hacks. Those are all the ones that I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I think my favorite's decorating with lace and powdered sugar. That was so much fun. It was so easy and it was really beautiful. I'm a big fan of just using what you've got around the house and in the kitchen to make stuff happen. And the wine bottle works surprisingly well. Those are my two favorite. I did not like that pizza cutter herb thing. That was a disaster. Let me know in the comments down below which food hack was your favorite and will you be doing any of these? And if you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, it's free, and ring the bell to receive notifications every time I post a new video. And if you'd like to watch any other videos, you can click up here or up here. Oh, Honey Bun wants to come say bye. She wanted to say bye, everybody. Thanks for asking my mom to try all these food hacks.